I've seen it in a pre-workout, you've seen it in a pre-workout. Let's say together, what is Norvaline? So Norvaline is an isomer of valine, meaning they look pretty similar, however, they do not act the same. So what are the suggested benefits of Norvaline? Well, it's just one thing. It promotes that it increases your arginine levels. Now, the way that it does this, I will explain later. However, the higher arginine levels you have, the more testosterone, the more growth hormone you have, the more nitric oxide, the better pumps you get in the gym, the harder you can go in the gym, and all that good stuff. So we can say for sure, this is a pump supplement. Now, how does it actually work? And for this, I will refer you to this video right here, which explains it perfectly how Norvaline actually works. In short, to explain how Norvaline works, we have to understand how L-arginine works. Basically, N-arginine in your body is either converted to L-ornithine or into nitric oxide. And what we want from this process is mostly nitric oxide. So if we can stop the process of L-arginine forming into L-ornithine, then that's good. Basically, what Norvaline does is when you ingest it, it inhibits arginase. And arginase is needed to form L-ornithine from L-arginine. So basically, we shut that whole process down, and now all the arginine in your body goes to nitric oxide. That's kind of the short version, but if you want a better understanding of this, definitely go watch this video. Now, moving on to dosing, there's not that many studies on this. Actual clinical studies on how much you should be using, there's basically none. So what supplements usually use is about 100 to 400 milligrams of Norvaline. So just know, when you're supplementing this, there's no studies on the dosing, but what's most used is about 100 to 400 milligrams. Now, moving on to the studies, as I said, really not that many studies. So we pretty much have to rely on anecdotal evidence. However, this guy right here, this video, he explains Norvaline very, very good. So if you want a more in-depth explanation of it, definitely go watch this guy. But I'm going to go through a couple studies that do actually exist. So this study right here basically found that it does decrease blood pressure, which means that it does actually increase your NO2 levels, which means you get better pumps. As you can see here, the Norvaline group had less blood pressure. However, this was done in rats, so take it with a grain of salt, but it did show that it worked. And then we have another study that basically found that L-Norvaline may lead to neurodegenerative disease. So basically, this study was not done in a human body, it was done in a test tube, which means it's not as reliable. However, what they found is that L-Norvaline would damage cells such as mitochondria, which is similar to aging or having Alzheimer's disease. Meaning possibly, if you take L-Norvaline by itself, it is cytotoxic to you. However, another thing that they found is that if you took L-Norvaline with other branched chain amino acids, especially if they were more in volume than L-Norvaline, the branched chain amino acids would cancel the L-Norvaline's cytotoxic effects, meaning it could actually just increase your NO2 levels. So basically, to sum it up, if you take L-Norvaline with branched chain amino acids, there will be no negative side effect and you will just increase your NO2 production. However, if you take L-Norvaline by itself, there is a chance that it will damage your cells similar to aging. So due to the limited amount of studies in actual humans of L-Norvaline, I would really not suggest anyone take this. So I'd probably give this a low D tier. It does seemingly increase NO2 production. However, it can be cytotoxic to your cells if taken by itself. If you want to know more about pre-workouts or pre-workout ingredients, go down in the description, join my Discord through the link, ask me any questions, I will answer. Thank you for watching.